night, really, when I think Roe ended up with a stroke of bad luck, and you were on point that night.
Well, you might want to go back and look at the points a little more.
Well, I know what I'm saying, but
a lot of points.
You did, but the race for the championship was. I mean, I'm talking wins. I guess I'm talking wins when I say it, because you had 7. I think she ended up with 5.
Yeah, she ended up.
So
with 5,
watching you guys back and forth, and when you guys were next to each other on the track,
she was racing part of the time with a broken leg, and
she's no slouch. She's no slouch.
She was out there to win it.
She was.
And her car is faster than mine. I mean, at the end of the race, she was like coming up on me and passing me sometimes. But it was like.
But you did the same to her. I mean, there was nights where you guys got up front and the race with the lead was just.
I'm fast at the start. I usually.
Does that right foot get tired, or
no.
do we need to get some weights and kind of a throttle simulator?
Yeah, it's the beginning of the race. It's like when green flag goes, I'm going.
Adrenaline.
And I'm going to the front. Okay, and whether I stay there or not, that's a difference. That's on me. And
I'd say you did it pretty darn well last year.
It's you put all in. So go hard or go home.
Game on.
I like it.
Dude, that's a race car driver right there.
It is.
No, I'm actually thinking about going up in a different class sooner or later, but it'll probably be a little open wheel car.
Are you talking about dwarf car?
I'm kind of thinking that.
Hey, those things are cool.
Those things are a hoot.
Those little things. Now, that's one of the classes people go, oh, how cute. Then they see him get on the throttle, and they, what in the,
they're fast.
Those things are wicked.
And they're fairly reasonable.
They're not
get
bad.
into.
I mean,
and they run them on dirt and asphalt.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot of.
Well, now we had a couple of years ago. It was about 3 years ago. We had the Dwarf Car Series coming through to Willamette. And basically what it was it was their championship night. And again, it goes back to, kind of like you and Roe. There was 2 drivers that had dominated. And what it came down to was whoever finished ahead of the next guy was going to win the title.
Yeah.
Whether they won or not, whoever finished ahead of the other driver was going to win the title. And one guy, I can't remember his name, he was up front running, and he kind of faded to second. Then he dropped to third. And the guy who was racing for the title started deep in the field, like 18th, and he starts creeping up. And the next thing you know, they're nose to tail going through traffic, and they get bumped, and one guy loses it and had to start at the back of the pack and ran him down and finished directly behind him and missed it by 1 spot. It was, those are competitive little cars. And there was, I think they had 24 of them on the track at one time at Willamette. It was, it was chaos. It really was. But, gosh, those little suckers they're screaming.
Yeah.
Those things are fast.
Yeah.
And they're almost scary to watch on a big track like Willamette. You know what I mean? On a great big track like that, they're scary.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Willamette, it's tricky. I mean, every corner's different, and every night's different. I mean, it depends on the Great Northwest whether it cooperates or not.
Exactly, and we saw that at the last race when it was rough for you guys. The rain the night before.
Oh, my goodness.
In August, when it's hot, it's super slick and smooth.
But luckily, throughout the whole season, I think there was only 2 nights that were really like that. So rough that
beginning and end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All depends on the rain.
And there's nights you'll see 3 different racetracks in one night of racing, depending on how much water goes down. And
that big race we had with the Hornets, with all those cars, I mean, I ran the high side all night.
Well, it was fast up there.
And running at the end of the night after all these really fast cars are running, it makes that track nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I ran up there, and I was thinking, oh, this transmission's going to go, I'm just going to run it till it quits. Bungee cord, whatever, And I didn't get carried away at nothing. I just kept it down.
And I remember right, that night you got stuck in traffic for quite a while. It seemed like you kind of got stuck in a big group of cars that was kind of going the same speed, and it was kind of like, come on, that's kind of thin out here. And went to the top side. But
then I got out front.
Yeah.
And it was like, 9 laps, and then the real fast guys that I'm not going to mention names. I help some of these guys in the pits. I know what's under their hood.
Yeah.
They can agree to disagree, but it's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. We'll run you.
Sure. Absolutely. But that was a big race, and they're going to do it again this year.
Yeah.
Jeremy announced that, and I think they announced $750 to win that race.
Yeah, maybe we can get some more sponsors to kick in on that.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm
$750. That's a good chunk of change for
that. I remember that street stock race last year that started out at like $1,500 and went to like $500 or
started out at $3,000 to win, and the winner walked out with $5,400.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was all from the fans in the
stands.
You
can buy a whole herd of these cars for that.
Yeah, you can. You can buy an entire field for the feature.
A whole herd of them. whole herd of Hornets. Say that 3 times.
Whole herd of Hornets. I love it. So you're going to be out there for
Sport Compact.
Sport Compact.
Sport Combat.
The first race or the first practice next week. You going to be out there?
I'm going to try.
What about the kid?
I've got a few issues to work out with my car. Of course, I don't have a test area for it, so it's I'll get it running good in the shop, and we'll see.
Yeah, well, that's what Test and Tune's for.
The son-in-law, we've got his car out here on display, but it's still got a lot of stuff to do. But
I'm glad you guys brought that car like that, because it does show that, like I said, the average guy can go racing. I mean, jump and get one of these cars, go out and have fun. They see your car as the final product. Yep. They're kind of looking at Devon's right now going, we could build one of these.
And you can, the thing of it is, you can buy them used already put together, ready to race. You just, look on the internet, and you could buy them for $500. Buy a car.
Sure.
Work out the bugs as you go.
Yeah, why not?
As long as it's safe.
And that's the biggest thing right there is, like we said, you can't put too much safety in a car.
I think we ought to put a roll cage in that little blue car I have and take it out there and run it.
Well, that's on you, buddy.
Let's
do it.
Well,
I'll challenge you.
I'm down.
I'm going to put Corey in the hot seat, put him in my car, and let him run out there. And
last time him and I were on the same track, it wasn't pretty.
He took me out.
Well, I've got to let Corey get in behind a wheel so he can actually know how these front-wheel drive cars really work.
It'll be interesting to see Corey out there in the car and then put him back up in the booth and let him talk about his experience in that.
We'll do it.
In that car that at the first of the season everybody goes, little thing, but
it's so cute.
They really gained a lot of interest.
They did,
the course
well,
of
and
season.
we saw the class grow.
And we saw the class grow right in front of us.
And it sounds like you guys are going to have a pretty good field of cars. From what we've heard over the winter, it sounds like that class of cars is actually
You're
going
to see a lot of cars coming out in that division. The Hornets, it's the days of having a 3-car main are over.
Right. Well, we had a pretty decent field there towards the end of the season. It was growing pretty quick, and
it makes it really fun. I mean, you get a lot of cars out there, and it really makes it fun.
And it's not just cars. We saw trucks.
Whether you win or lose, it's still getting the experience and the fun and the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
And
you're racing, man.
Yeah.
That's weird about me is whenever I get an adrenaline rush, I calm down, and I'm just like slow motion. I'm literally looking out and waving at people and passing.
Well, you got time.
I love it.
As I'm passing my son-in-law, I wave at him.
You didn't wave at him. You told him he was number one.
How many fingers were you using when you waved?
Yeah, that's what I want to
know. No. Yeah. I don't do nothing like that.
He's back there shaking his head. Yeah.
Look at him.
He's laughing.
He's like, mm-hmm.
I love it. That's good stuff.
Oh, man.
So, Tracy, I want to say thanks for coming on the show and talking about the class.
Tracy.
Hopefully, we're getting excited about going racing, and we're looking forward to seeing a lot more cars out there. And it's gonna be fun to watch you try to back up that title because I think
and all that talk.
Yeah, well, he's got a big target on his back, guys. You're the guy. You've become the standard in that division.
It's bright purple too.
I'm gonna put you out there and say beat my time.
Oh.
There's your challenge.
No, I can't guarantee I'm going to do that. I don't want to stick someone's car in the wall just because I wanted to be macho, but I'll try
you
it.
do too.
Oh, well,
yeah,
okay,
come on.
fine, I do.
No.
Just to know what it's like. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's a fun class.
Well, I'm looking forward to jumping in there and having some time with you, and we're going to have a good time with it, and we're going to wish you the best of luck in 2017. Say thank you for your time today, coming on the show, and again,
congratulations
thank you for your
on your championship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Good
right
deal.
On.
So we will talk with you. We'll talk to you probably on the 1st or the 8th when we're out there for practice.
Right on.
All right, bud. Thanks. Always a fun guy to talk to.
Absolutely. Whether it's in Victory Lane or here at the Northwest Car Show, Tracy always brings an element to everything.
He does. He interviews well. We did a lot of Trophy Dash interviews with him last year.
A lot of victory interviews.
I think
we'll probably be seeing him in Victory Lane quite a bit.
I will not argue with that. He's good in that class. I mean, he really is. And,
no matter where he starts, at the end
he's always up there in the top one or two.
Yep.
Yeah, he did it. He had a really, really good season last year, and not a lot of mechanical failures. Consistent, smart racer. Didn't wreck a lot. Didn't tear stuff up.
Knows where to buy bungee cords.
Man. That's kind of a tough deal, having to do all that work in the car and still go through traffic. And
right.
That's a lot a lot of work, and
he's got it down to a science too. I mean,
it sounds like it.
I like the way he thought that out.
Yeah. I would have spent. Yeah, I couldn't have done it, honestly.
Well, hey, we have a drawing we have to get to.
Yes, we're going to get over to the Shriners raffle, and we're going to give away a whole bunch of prizes. This is going to be great, and we're going to come up with the final number and how much we raised for the Shriners this weekend, and hopefully we got up to $1,000.
Is this our last time on the air for this show?
Is this the last time we've been on the air tonight?
I think. Well, there might be
we might come back with a closing segment, but
well, just in case we don't, I want to say thanks to all the listeners and appreciate
the
everybody's support and
yes.
participants. Thanks everybody that brought cars.
Our sponsors on the show: Stumbling J, Crockers, Northwest Trucking Academy, Jetstream,
Rugged Radios.
We've got so many people backing up Moxie on our show now, and we've had a great response from not just the racing community, but the fans. The people that don't know about racing come up and talking to us and asking questions, and it's
the Shriners babies that we've talked to.
Yes.
There's a lot of them we didn't get on the air. That
people have come up to us. Well, we've just been sitting here at the show. Of course, right next to the Moxie and Jetstream table is the door prize table. Yep. It's got a big Shriners Club banner on it that Buzz brought down.
And Buzz is over here with his Shriners hat.
Big thanks to Buzz Mitchell.
Very cool for him to donate his time to help work that this weekend.
He's been a huge part of it.
Yes.
Here he comes.
Watch out. Watch your back. So, you're right, Warren.
Now we got to put him down for you.
We owe a big thank you
here.
for everybody that has supported this show. That like Mike Medell, who came 3 hours away to show off what I still consider a piece of artwork,
and make sure we pronounce his name right.
We did, because you guys were saying metal, and I'm trying to tell you it's Medell, and you wouldn't listen to me.
Whoa! I'm not thinking that was it. I'm not thinking that was it.
Oh gosh!
All right, so
we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go give away a whole bunch. We got over $2,000 worth of prizes to give away.
Let's go do it.
Once again, thanks from the Northwest Race Car Show, Moxie Media Promotions. I'm Corey.
I'm Joel.
And I'm Warren.
And we'll see you
at the races.
Northwest Dirt News is a production of Moxie Media Promotions, brought to you by our title sponsors, Crockers Cars and Northwest Trucking Academy, in association with Jetstream Aqua Massage, Stumbling J Livestock, Swears Trucking, Tommy's Transmission, Rugged Radios, and you, the race fans. Don't forget, you can reach us 24/7 at nwdirtnews@yahoo.com.
That white flag's waving, my heart is racing. He thinks he's made it, this ain't Talladega. He don't see me coming, high to board is a move I'm making. He's about to learn to rub in his racing. I put my sweat and blood to these nuts and bolts. Yeah, I turn a wrench, it's the only way I can afford. Put it up again, tear it up again. It's the only way I'm ever gonna learn. It's all about one more lap, one more year, one more left turn.